hour with the news-making headlines around the world. His Highness the Emir receives a written message from His Excellency the President of Yemen. His Highness the Crown Prince receives the Primate of the Greek Orthodox Patriarchate of Antioch and all the East and his accompanying delegation. His Highness the Crown Prince patronizes the second Senior Endowers Forum organized by the General Secretariat of Al-Qaf. And the National Assembly approves the draft law on the government subscription in the Arab Monetary Fund's capital increase. In our first item, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, His Highness the Emir Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah received this morning at Bayan Palace His Highness the Crown Prince Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah. His Highness the Emir then received His Highness Sheikh Jabir Al-Mubarak Al-Hamad Al-Sabah, the Prime Minister. His Highness the Emir also received the First Deputy Premier and Foreign Minister Sheikh Sabah Al-Khalid Al-Hamad Al-Sabah. His Highness the Emir received this morning at Bayan Palace the First Deputy Premier and Foreign Minister Sheikh Sabah Al-Khalid Al-Hamad Al-Sabah, accompanied by the Yemeni Foreign Minister Abdullah Muhammad Al-Saidi. During the meeting, Al-Saidi presented His Highness the Emir with a written message from His Excellency President Abdurrabbu Mansour Hadi on bilateral relations and means of developing mutual cooperation in all domains. His Highness the Emir then received the former chairman of the UN General Assembly, Vak Jerbetic, on the occasion of his visit to the country. The meeting was attended by Sheikh Dr. Muhammad Subah Al-Salam Al-Subah. His Highness the Emir also received the Primate of the Greek Orthodox Patriarchate of Antioch and all the East Patriarch John X Yazigi and his accompanying delegation currently visiting the country. All meetings were attended by the Deputy Minister of the Emiri Diwan Affairs, Sheikh Ali Jarrah Al-Sabah. His Highness the Emir Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah received today noon at Bayan Palace Chairman of the Organizing Committee of the Sea Heritage Festival, Sheikh Salim Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Sabah, and committee members. The meeting was attended by the Deputy Minister of the Emiri Diwan Affairs, Sheikh Ali Jarrah Al-Sabah. His Highness the Emir Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah received today noon at Bayan Palace Sheikh Dr. Saad Muhammad Al-Sabah, who presented His Highness with an English copy of a book entitled Mubarak al-Sabah, founder of the modern state, released in Arabic in 2007. His Highness the Crown Prince Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah received this morning at Bayan Palace His Highness Sheikh Jabal Mubarak Al-Hamad Al-Sabah, the Prime Minister. His Highness the Crown Prince then received the Deputy Premier and Minister of Interior Sheikh Mohammed Al-Khalid Al-Hamad Al-Sabah. Highness the Crown Prince also received the Deputy Premier and Minister of Defense Sheikh Khalid Al-Jarrah Al-Sabah. And finally, His Highness the Crown Prince received Sheikh Dr. Mohammed Subah Al-Salim Al-Sabah. His Highness the Crown Prince Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah received this morning at Bayan Palace Chairman of the Organizing Committee of the Sea Heritage Festival, Sheikh Salim Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Sabah, and committee members. His Highness the Crown Prince stressed the significance of preserving the sea heritage, which is part of the national heritage that is bound to Kuwait's civilization and history, and emphasized the necessity of linking this generation with the homeland's valuable heritage and national identity. His Highness the Crown Prince wished the committee further success in their mission. The meeting was attended by the Deputy Minister of the Emiri Diwan Affairs and Head of the Higher Organizing Committee of the Sea Heritage, Sheikh Ali Al-Jarrah Al-Sabah, the Undersecretary of His Highness the Crown Prince Diwan for Protocol and Ceremonies Affairs, Sheikh Mubarak Subah Al-Salim Lahmoud Al-Sabah. His Highness the Crown Prince Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah received today noon at Bayan Palace the Primate of the Greek Orthodox Patriarchate of Antioch and all the East Patriarch John X Yazigi and his accompanying delegation currently visiting the country. His Highness the Crown Prince welcomed his guest and praised his role in consolidating peace and achieving peaceful convergence among religions. His Highness the Crown Prince then stressed that Islam is a religion of peace, mercy and moderation, which renounces violence and calls for peace and prosperity, adding that Kuwait is a role model of tolerance and coexistence among various religions. The meeting was attended by the Undersecretary of His Highness the Crown Prince Diwan for Protocol and Ceremonies Affairs, Sheikh Mubarak Subah Al-Salim Lahmoud Al-Sabah. His Highness the Crown Prince Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah patronized the second Senior Endowers Forum organized by the General Secretariat of Awqaf. His Highness the Crown Prince deputized the Minister of Justice and Minister of Awqaf and Islamic Affairs, Yaqub Abdel Mahsen Al-Sana, to attend the opening ceremony held today at 9:45 a.m. at Radisson Blu Hotel. The National Assembly today, in its continuous regular session, approved a draft law for the Kuwaiti government subscription in the Arab Monetary Fund, the AMF's capital increase. Meanwhile, the Assembly also approved the draft law for Kuwait's subscription in the capital rise of the Arab Bank for Economic Development in Africa. Meanwhile, Kuwaiti Oil Minister Ali Lamir said that oil prices had fallen to unexpected levels, with crude continuing a rout that extended to a nearly 6-year low this week. Stay tuned for more with Salim Al-Kendari.
The Parliament today held its regular continuous session overlooking various issues and approving other bills. Among them, a draft law was approved to the Kuwaiti government to subscribe in the Arab Monetary Fund AMF's capital increase. Another draft law was also approved for Kuwait's subscription at the capital rise of the Arab Bank for Economic Development in Africa. During the parliamentary session, Minister of Finance Anas Al-Saleh said that the two bills come within the framework of Kuwait's commitment to implementation of the Third Arab Economic and Social Development Summit's resolution on increasing the capital of Arab developmental institutions. Another issue on discussion was raised by Minister of Oil, Dr. Ali Lamir, who talked about the global oil prices that tumbled nearly 5% at one point yesterday and declined further more today, losing about 60% in the last 6 months in an oversupplied market. According to the minister, the price fall affects Kuwait and other oil producing countries. From the National Assembly, this is Salm Kandiri reporting for the English News.
The National Assembly Speaker Marzouk Ali Al-Ghanem met today at his office with the primate of the Greek Orthodox Patriarchate of Antioch and all the East, Patriarch John X Yazigi, and his accompanying delegation currently visiting the country. His Highness Sheikh Jabir Al-Mbarak Al-Hamad Al-Sabah, the Prime Minister, received today at Bayan Palace in the presence of the First Deputy Premier and Foreign Minister Sheikh Sabah Al-Khalid Al-Hamad Al-Sabah, the Yemeni Foreign Minister Abdullah Mohammed Al-Saidi and his accompanying delegation on the occasion of his visit to the country. The meeting was attended by the Director of the Arab World Department at the Foreign Ministry, Ambassador Abdul Hamid Ali Mohammed Al-Faylakawi, and Kuwait's Ambassador to Yemen, Fahd Salim Al-Mia. His Highness Sheikh Jabir Al-Mbarak Al-Hamad Al-Sabah, the Prime Minister, received today at Bayan Palace the former Chairman of the UN General Assembly, Vuk Jerevich, on the occasion of his visit to the country. The meeting was attended by Sheikh Dr. Mohammed Sabah Al-Salim Sabah. His Highness Sheikh Jabir Al-Mbarak Al-Hamad Al-Sabah, the Prime Minister, received today at Bayan Palace the primate of the Greek Orthodox Patriarchate of Antioch and all the East, Patriarch John X Yazigi, and his accompanying delegation on the occasion of his visit to the country. The First Deputy Premier and Foreign Minister Sheikh Sabah Al-Khalid Al-Hamad Al-Sabah hosted a luncheon in honor of the visiting Yemeni Foreign Minister Abdullah Mohammed Al-Saidi, during which they discussed bilateral ties in several regional and international issues. The Yemeni Foreign Minister's accompanying delegation and several senior officials of the Foreign Ministry attended the luncheon. The First Deputy Premier and Foreign Minister Sheikh Sabah Al-Khalid Al-Hamad Al-Sabah met today with Sheikh Dr. Mohammed Sabah Al-Salim Al-Sabah, accompanied by the former Chairman of the UN General Assembly, Vuk Jerevich, on the occasion of his visit to the country. The first Deputy Premier and Foreign Minister, Sheikh Sabah Al-Khalid Al-Hamad Al-Sabah, met with the faculty chairman of the Middle East Initiative and Kuwait program at Harvard University, Ambassador Nicholas Burns, on the occasion of his visit to the country. Both sides discussed the latest regional and international developments. The meeting was attended by the Director General of Kuwait Foundation for the Advancement of Sciences, Dr. Adnan Shihab al-Din. And moving on to the local financial news, where the main price indices of Kuwait Stock Exchange ended today's session on a positive board as the price index gained 15 points to settle at 6,587 points. The KSX 15 index also put on 6 points and settled at the level of 1,072 points. The share of Al Dira Holding Company was the top gainer of the day, while that of the Real Estate Asset Management Company suffered the biggest loss. And in our final item tonight, the Albanian Embassy held an opening ceremony of an Albanian painting exhibition entitled Reflections from Albania at the Museum of Modern Arts in Kuwait City. The exhibition is expected to stay open over a span of 1 week. The activity is in cooperation with the National Council for Culture, Arts and Letters. More on this with our reporter Ghinwa Japuri.
The exhibition Reflections from Albania is a collage of artworks from 5 Albanian painters, including traditional and modern painters, as well as the various techniques of paintings starting from landscape, portrait and costume design to the modern techniques of various installations such as mixed media and graphics.
This is the first joint cultural activity between the two countries, and in which the Albanian artists are presented in Kuwait. And let us consider this as a good beginning for the cooperation between two countries. And in the future to have more activities and the country to know more each other and to have more exchange of arts from the artists of the both countries.
Reflections from Albania truly depict rich traditional Albania with added elements that have created a collage that not only portray traditional Albania but also modern rich Albania.
Yeah, we feel very happy that we managed to organize this activity, and we would like to thank you, the National Council for Culture, Arts and Letters, and the Secretary General, Mr. Ali Yoha, from the State of Kuwait, and the Albanian National Gallery of Arts from the Albanian side, and we have here the director of the gallery himself, that is a well-known artist, but in his case, in fact, he solved to present the artworks of 5 Albanian artists, but not including himself. We would like that to be his artworks as well, but he was such a modest man that, yeah. In fact, I am fond of art, but I'm not. I would say that here there are 5 Albanian painters that have different artworks from the, I mean, in my conception, from the traditional to the modern arts. So different various landscapes and installations and mixed media. Also, yeah, it's really interesting, and it's a pleasure for us that we would offer to visit this exhibition to the citizens of Kuwait, and we believe that they would be happy from it. Yeah.
Art lovers attending the exhibition were impressed with the beauty of the paintings, noting that the collage of paintings communicates strong messages through beauty and imagination, highly praising the artist's works. Reflections from Albania is the name of today's art exhibition, brought to you by the Albanian Embassy. From the Museum of Modern Art, I'm Ghinwa Japuri, reporting to you for the English News.
For a chance to see our reports again, please visit our YouTube channel at MOI Kuwait News. Well, with that, we conclude our news bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Have a pleasant time. I'm Maham Pawa. Before we go, we remind you once again of our main top stories. Have a pleasant time and good night. His Highness the Emir receives a written message from His Excellency the President of Yemen. His Highness the Crown Prince receives the Primate of the Greek Orthodox Patriarchate of Antioch and all the East and his accompanying delegation. His Highness the Crown Prince patronizes the second Senior Endowers Forum organized by the General Secretariat of Al-Qaf. And the National Assembly approves a draft law on the government subscription in the Arab Monetary Fund's capital increase.